Hey YouTube, this is Kayak DIY, and right now we're looking at my new trailer setup that I built. So I built this trailer using a Harbor Freight folding trailer as the base. And what we did is we cut the original hitch area off and we put this receiver there and welded it. Then ended up taking some tubing and made our own tongue extension that is removable. So this is about close to a 5.5 foot to 6 foot tongue extension. And what that does is it gives me just enough length on this to where I could haul a Hobie tandem island if I wanted to, or a Hobie island, adventure island, which is the big long sailing kayak, which I plan to get eventually down the road just for doing some offshore. I do some offshore in this, and actually I've done some offshore on this. This one right here is a new one. You haven't seen this one yet. But anyway, on this particular kayak trailer here, we extended the trailer hitch. I did have to extend the wiring to the trailer, and I reinforced it with some of that nice wire wrapping material that you can get at online. I think I got it on Amazon, super cheap. The trailer has these little spots for where you can slide in 2x4s, because the trailer was designed to be able to have a drop-in kind of walls, like little skirt deal. So it had like a drop-in wrap-around little wall system, side plate or side skirt. And what I thought is, why don't I make that to where I can make it into a rack so I can haul more kayaks? But I couldn't just do that with 2x4s and have the strength that I wanted. So I used some of these metal brackets and I painted them. But these are galvanized metal brackets from Home Depot. Got them on both sides, and it really makes this a rigid rack setup. It was super easy to put together. I mean, working with 2x4s, I mean, just had a simple circular saw, and gosh, in no time I had the majority of it put together. So there's also little metal brackets here, and that's what's holding these up. These are actually the rails, so that kayaks can just slide right on them. I believe these are about 11 inches on center. I found that to be kind of the optimum spacing for most kayaks. And then I left a nice wide gap in the middle to be able to haul a wider kayak or something else. I've also considered maybe on the top putting one of those car top carriers so I can throw life jackets in there and other things. So that's probably what I'm going to use this middle section for. And there we have the other racks. And something else, you guys are probably wondering, well, can we get a closer look at the Hobie? So here's the Hobie Pro Angler 14 that I had. I've done a lot of little mods on this throughout the time. You know, it's just been a reliable little platform for me. Haven't updated to the newer models because I haven't had the need to yet. I decided to swap it out the seat and put a little bit different seat on there just for fun to play around with. I still got the old seat. It works great. I'm not really sure which one I like better. I just felt like doing it. I had this seat, and yeah, I got it I think for 20 to 30 bucks or so on Amazon. And so the seat here easily bolted down to the original frame, so it was a pretty easy switch. And I got a cooler in the back. And then right here, you're probably wondering, what's this deal? Well, I decided to add a second seat. I had talked about doing it literally from the beginning. When I got this kayak, I wanted to put a second seat on, but I didn't want to drill into the kayak. I was looking at making a drop-in seating that dropped into the scupper holes, and I had all sorts of ideas. And then I said, you know, I really don't want to do that over there because I want to be able to still have a cooler here. And when I thought about it, I said, well, if I put the chair there, or the seat there, then both of us can share the cooler, which is really important. I mean, when you're out on the water, you wanna have access to a cooler. I mean, that just makes for a good time. So we ended up, I looked at the kayak and I said, well, what's the big deal if I drill into the actual kayak, as long as I do it right the first time and I get to where I like it. And so I ended up putting one of those swivel plates on there, those affordable swivel plates. I got good washers on the inside backing up to these bolts, and I put the seat on. This seat here was only about 30 bucks as well, and it actually matches really well to the original seat that was on this kayak, so I may end up putting the original seat back on just because I do like things to match. Or I might get another one of these seats and actually put it there so that I have matching seats. I like camo. I'm also a hunter. So anyway, the seat, which is really cool, can also swivel to face backwards. So let's say you're fighting a fish on the back, you know, whoever's fishing, they can swivel and face backwards to fight the fish. Just something fun. Or today, I had my cousin, one of her kids, I had on the back of here, and she actually swiveled backwards, and she was holding the front of this kayak, and we were towing her parents with this kayak, just for something fun. So yeah, we have a lot of fun here out in Florida. Definitely was a good choice for us to move, something different. We miss our family out in the Midwest in Iowa and South Dakota, but it's just a fun adventure to be out this way and to see what we have, what the world has to offer. I think anyone should, pretty much everyone should move around at least a little bit in their lifetime. It gives you a great appreciation for the creation that we have here and all the animals and just seeing new things. We saw dolphins today, we saw manatee. Definitely a cool place to live. And no, that is not my house. I work on YouTube and I pretty much get paid by you guys watching my videos. I don't live in that house. And actually, I don't want to end up having to take care of a house like that. But what I want to do is I want to show you guys what my house looks like. And I'm quite proud of it. I like it a lot. This here is the house that my wife and I got. Done a lot of work to it. We moved out here so we could get you guys more content for kayaking. Ended up redoing some sod in the front yard. It's a 1964 built home. We're walking along probably the least appealing side of the house visually, but we got kind of this notched in area. This is kind of where I hide my trailer around. So we got a Hawaiian lay tree, we got bananas that are growing here. I got my kayak launch from kayaclaunch.com. This thing is great. You just winch it down. You don't have to flip any switches on the winch. You simply just turn it in either direction and the ladder goes down and you can lower your kayak in the water and you just step down the ladder to get in. It's very slick. This is our little dock that we have. This is kind of the back of our house. And this is a giant mango tree. It drops a ton of mangoes. It is a lot of work. When it's in season, it drops so many mangoes that when I'm trying to mow lawn, it can be a ton of work. I got a little bit red. That's one thing, you really have to layer on the sunscreen here in Florida. I got burnt. So that's a look kind of at my house and some of the updates that we've made to you know, moving down to Florida.